Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, we have no presentations for the month.
Okay, anybody from the public? Any new thing from the principal or?
Mr. Chairman, we do have Perkins Budget Amendment 2 on the agenda. We did receive a reallocation from the government of $3,192.48. I would like to add that, and I can email the details to the board first thing tomorrow. I'd like to add that to this one if that's possible. Just a change in amount.
Part of the amendments.
It's already on the agenda, he's just updating his amendment.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Thank you.
Okay, I will turn it over to the director of school.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kind of reiterate from our work session, big thanks to Winfield School for the hosting of the tournaments. It was absolutely a wonderful job. Also to Mr. Brent Shoemaker. Congratulate Fairview Elementary School for their district championship. That was a great accomplishment for the school and for our county. Also, Huntsville Middle School girls, which placed second in the district championship. Great region tournament if anyone got a chance to go out and watch. So I had 8 games in one day, and it was phenomenal watching people work and watching kids have fun. And the atmosphere was just electric, and I can't thank everyone enough that took part and helped with the tournament. I have, as of yesterday, did apply for, I guess, forgiveness for our days that we missed. I did ask for 10 days due to the fact that we were under a state of emergency during that time, and as the host state was. So I have not received anything back yet from the commissioner, but I did ask for forgiveness of the entire 2 weeks that we were out. Yesterday, I think while we were here, we had Channel 8 News come by, was asking about possibilities about pushing the test back. And I kind of, as I thought about the process, what they were asking, I think the professional organization of teachers are asking that we move the TCAPs back a week. And they were kind of asked how we prepared and what we did. You know, this is not anything that's new to us. And I was kind of taking a myth to the fact of why now? Scott, Campbell, Claiborne, Fentress, Morgan, we're in this dilemma almost every single year.
Yes.
And, you know, I wish I really would have had more time to thought. You know, and more I thought about it, it seemed like that was kind of what they were, instead of wondering how we prepared, more so than about moving the test. So anyway, like I said, we did do that, or I did do that yesterday. And we'll see what comes of that or what happens. But anyway, right now, everything's still in line to go as it is. And I would, you know, something I would like to comment on as you move forward with the selection process. First of all, I'm excited for you guys to be able to do that. This is a great seat to sit in, to be an instructional leader of the system. But I would like to tell anyone who has an interest or has a desire to be the leader, then you need to apply. And that's all candidates. All right? If you want that opportunity, you can't do it if you don't apply. And I would ask you guys that you give everyone the credence that applies. Listen subjectively, openly, and give each person a chance to say what they can do to lead our system. Don't build alliances, don't build allegiances, don't make commitments. But I mean, that's up to you guys, what you do. I'm just saying, give everyone that opportunity to show that they have a chance or could make our system better and push it forward. And like I said, I'm excited for you guys during this process. I'm excited for the people that want to apply. I would say that You know, if you go into this position as a leader and you're worried about trying to make everybody happy, then you don't need this position. And quote Nick Saban, you need to sell ice cream. Because if you're going to be a leader, you're not going to make everyone happy. It's never going to happen. But if you want to make people happy, I said, don't step into this position, stay on the sidelines, go sell ice cream. That's where you're going to make everybody happy at. Guys, that's all I have to say, unless you have questions for me. And like I said, I'm excited for you guys to go through this process. Coach, that's all I have.
Okay. Brings us to item number 7, the adoption of the agenda. In accordance with Board Policy number 1.403, the Scott County Board of Education should adopt an agenda of all items to be acted upon during the regular meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Vote on roll call.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Shelton?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. King? No. Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Item number 8, consent agenda items. In accordance with the Scott County Board of Education Policy 4.403, the Board of Education may include routine and non-controversial items on consent agenda, which may be adopted by a single vote without discussion. Any item on the consent agenda may be removed and placed on the regular agenda for further consideration at the request of any board member. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Mr. Shelton?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Item 9A, approval of overnight trips. Board approval is needed for out-of-state or overnight school trips according to the board policy 4.302. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Mr. Shelton?
Aye.
Brings us to item 9B, approve amendments. In pursuant to board policy number 2.201, the Scott County Board of Education needs to approve budget amendments required to balance the budget for the fiscal year 2025-2026. This action will allow funds to be applied to areas of the budget that lack sufficient funds to complete the school year. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Mr. Shelton?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Item 9C, Director Search. Bill Hall has tendered his resignation as Director of Scott County Schools effective June 30th, 2026, which has been accepted by the Scott County Board of Education. Board policy number 5.801 states that when a vacancy occurs, the appointment of a Director of Schools is a function of the board. And further, that prior to conducting a search to fill the position, the board shall initially develop a job description, a timeline, and a process for accepting and reviewing applications. A document of such timeline and procedures for selecting a new director, prepared by the board attorney, has been discussed and reviewed by the board. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
I need to read these items.
Okay, I need to-
If you need me to, I can.
Okay, let John do
Is
that.
that okay with the board?
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
I think
Yes.
that we need to make sure that this is clear. There's several bullet points If the board approves this, we would publish a notice of vacancy and advertise for the position, requesting all candidates to submit applications and resumes until the deadline on Friday, March the 20th, 2026 at noon. Resumes and applications shall be mailed or delivered to the board attorney, John Beatty, at 447 Baker Highway, Suite 3, or at the central office at P.O. Box 208 Court Street, Huntsville, which is this office. The job description and minimum qualifications for the position shall be those which are set forth in Board Policy 5.802. Documentation showing that the candidate meets the minimum qualifications shall be included in his or her application. After the deadline, all resumes and applications shall be delivered to the central office of the Board of Education, where they shall be copied for each board member and made available for the media and the general public. The board will discuss the applications and the interview process on Tuesday, March the 24th, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. at the central office. The board will decide which candidates to interview at the April 7, 2026 work session. The board will conduct interviews of candidates during the week of April 13th through 17th and/or April the 20th through the 24th, 2026. There will be a special called meeting on April 28th, 2026 to select the new director. The board will ratify the director contract on May the 14th, 2026 at 4:30 p.m. at the regular meeting. Now, this is probably the most important part of this. The timeline and procedures as stated above may be amended by the board as needed. So we're setting forth that timeline, but if we need to adjust that, the board will do that.
I'd like to say, I was putting these dates in my cell phone, on my calendar, and somehow I got a glitch or something. And I was just putting it in, when I put it in my phone, it went out as an email to like 18 people.
I think I got it.
And I thought, and I wouldn't have known it had Tressa not called me, but I received an email from another employee here from a 2020 meeting, and I thought, and so I think that was, and in trying to fix that, I had knocked my emails off my phone, so I gotta get that fixed. And so anyway, I apologize for that going out, and I don't know how it happened. I'm not real techy, but that did happen.
I will say, if the board approves this, I've already spoken with Mr. Bond, and I will get with Mrs. Bond, and we will advertise on the website, and I will send that out tomorrow
Sounds good.
for posting.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Yeah, motion in a second.
Oh, we already have it, vote on roll call.
Mr. Shelton? Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Aye.
Okay, bring us to item 9D, awarding of bids. Board approval is needed to award the board to Prater Flooring to redo the gym floors for 2026 and 27, 2027 and 28 school year in the amount of $42,600 total for both years. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
What two schools? What two schools?
Mr. Owens, you had on the, well,
No, that's all schools.
Oh, it's
all
all
schools.
schools.
All the schools will get their
And
gym
that
floor
includes-
redone.
Yeah, it's a yearly thing. We just bid it for 2 years, that way we don't have to go through that
Gotcha.
process.
Okay.
It also includes the old gym at Birchfield too?
No,
Is that-
no, that'll
that's
come
separate?
up, that'll come up separate, we'll talk
Okay.
about that.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Vote on roll call.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Shelton, Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy.
Aye.
Item 9E, board approval is needed for the tutoring innovation grant in the amount of $74,600. The Tennessee All-Core Tutoring Grant is a competitive grant opportunity designed to help districts strengthen and expand high-quality tutoring for students K through 8 ELA and/or grades 4 through 8 math. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Wait just a second. This is not the Elgin, right? This
No.
is separate from the
It's
Elgin?
a state.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Aye.
Mr. Shelton. Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd.
Aye.
Item 9F, school calendar. In accordance with Scott County Board of Policy number 1.800, the Scott County Board of Education will adopt, upon the recommendation of the director, an official school calendar for the succeeding school year. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Then vote on roll call.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Shelton.
Item 9G, food service. The food service director would like permission to renew the chicken processing bid with Gold Creek Foods and to seek quotes for beef processing for the 2026-2027 school year. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote on roll call.
Ms. Kidd,
Aye.
Mr. Shelton, Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley.
Item 9H, approval of a grant. Scott County Schools has received the CLSD grant. We're requesting approval from the board to approve for the district to receive direct support for Sterling Literacy Consulting over the next 5 years by utilizing the Comprehensive Literacy State Development Grant, also known as Literacy Materials Implementation Support Grant. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Is- This grant is worth how much? Do we know?
It's 90,000 for the next 5 years, so
Okay.
90,000 per year
Thank you.
For the next 5
for
years.
the next 5 years.
Vote on roll call.
Mr. Shelton, Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Dr. Murphy,
Aye.
Mr. Stanley,
Aye.
Ms. Kidd.
Aye.
Brings us to adjournment. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, Ms. Smith?
I'm sure a lot of you've heard about Morgan County Schools outlawing the metal water bottles coming into the school, and I checked in on that, and I hope I got the information right. Couldn't understand what the reason is, because all these kids want to carry a Stanley cup, you know? And I understand there was maybe a stabbing at the Morgan County schools. The child had sneaked in a knife in her metal, and it didn't show up, in her metal cup. And it didn't show up with the, you know. Anyway, that might be something we want to consider.
When we stopped ours this year, and there were some, parents that questioned it, but, you know, it wasn't, you know, there were some videos at that time, some TikToks of some kids, using the wet
Right.
You know, now as far as hiding a weapon in there, that's a different level of stuff. We've had kids bring alcohol in them. So we wanted something clear. You know, there was some, you know, some people, if it's an off-brand, they get made fun of. So-
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, we try to limit the metal, like, now if they're using them, they bring them for lunch, and it's only 2 lunch, you know, we kind of overlook that, as long as they're used for the right, but as far as carrying them in class or anything like that, we try to strictly limit that. Some parents, at the beginning of the year, we got a little kickback on it, but, you know, we were consistent with it. Now it's really not, you know, not that big of a deal, so, you know.
How many schools do that? You say yours does, any of the other schools do it? I think it's a good idea. But you're right, that there's some bullying that the
Yeah,
Stanley
well,
Cups, if you don't have a
that's
Stanley, if you
just
have the
one
whole
more,
off
yeah,
brand, that's just
one
another
more thing
reason for
they
doing it.
Yeah, he came to me at the beginning of the year when he did it, so I thought it was a great idea. so.
It is a good idea, but we might consider that, doing something like that next year. But that's all I had.
Vote on roll call.
Do you have anything, Jessica?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Got carried away here.
Well, I have had several parents and employees within the different schools that are concerned about weapons not coming from outside, but inside some of these kids. I mean, you know, I don't know what's going on, but is there any way that we could check the kids in the building? They said they're afraid that the problem would come from one of these children.
Principals have the right to search, you know, once they know, if they hear, absolutely, they can search at any time.
Okay.
Anyone at any time.
But we don't have metal detectors, right?
We do not have metal detectors, no, we do not.
Okay. We don't have
And
lots
and I
of
think, I
doors.
could be wrong, but I think when Mr. Shoemaker was talking to you guys, I think a metal detector wouldn't have prevented what happened in Morgan County, but maybe one of those weapons a weapon.
Weapons,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so not necessarily a metal detector would have fixed,
No.
well, if you, I mean, if you done away with Stanley Cups or something,
Yeah.
but, so that'd be, you know, but that's a step up, you know, like a weapon detector more so than a metal detector, so.
Mhm.
Locks on doors would work.
Whatever door's locked, I would say that, on the entrance, all day. I mean, it's-
Good.
Vote on roll call.
Mr. Shelton?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Dr. Murphy?
Hey, Bill,
Adjourn.
Bill,
Yes.
if we get